Wednesday, February 11th here in Guelph, Ontario. It's about 6 o'clock. I did put out a post about this live stream about an hour ago. I did intend to start it a little bit earlier, but I got delayed by some things. So I'm here now anyway, and I hope you guys are all doing well. Hey, Fire Photography, how you doing, man? Good to see you in stream. How was your day today? But yeah, no, today was a good day. I didn't get Via Rail 84, unfortunately. I was out doing some other things, but luckily I did get an ambulance today, so my dry streak for responses is certainly over. So yeah, that ambulance will probably be coming in the next couple days. I'm doing pretty good, no complaints. No complaints. I got an emergency response today, so that made me really happy. I was really happy about that. My dry streak is over, thank God. So yeah, that ambulance video will be coming in the next couple days. I'm going to upload my Guelph Police video tomorrow. I got an FPIU responding yesterday, so that video will be coming tomorrow. And I posted the snow removal video today, a City of Guelph sidewalk plow doing some snow removal, so you can watch that video if you haven't already. And I posted a Via Rail compilation as well, so I comprised all the clips that I had filmed over the last few days prior and made it into a little compilation of Via Rail trains. So let me know if that's something you'd want to see. I can do more of that. They're pretty easy to put together, and since I have a surplus of Via Rail videos, I figured why not make it into a compilation. So, yeah. Hey, Ontario Firebuff, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Good to see you in chat. But yeah, so I posted that Via Rail video yesterday. I did intend on posting an Aerofly video yesterday, but I decided to do the Via Rail comp instead, just because it was a little bit easier to make. The Aerofly video I actually have to play and record and then edit, so it takes a little bit longer to do. And that time, yesterday, I just didn't have the time to put that together, so that's why I did the Via Rail video. Good, out on a walk right now. Well, that's alright. How's the weather down there in St. Thomas? Up here in Guelph, it's frickin' cold. We had blowing snow all day, really strong winds. We had a little bit of snow this morning, but nothing serious, but the wind was just vile. It was horrible. Same here. Oh, yeah. Well, that sucks. I know, actually, they were saying up Godrich Way there, on the way up to Godrich, that highway there is covered in, like, 6-foot snow drifts, like crazy huge snow drifts that have just completely screwed up the highway, so they have to go out with the snow blowers and clear them out because they're so massive. And apparently that's an annual thing there on that highway. I forget what highway it is, but it takes you up to Godrich. It's not too bad here. Well, that's all right. That's good. Yeah, it's freaking cold here. In fact, just a few minutes ago, I could hear the wind blowing and going crazy out there. So, and actually, there is a bit of a blowing wind warning in our area, like in the Waterloo, KW area. So, unfortunately, we're stuck with that kind of cold weather. I'm walking up to a gas station. I gotta get something. I'll be back. Alright, sounds good, man. Safe travels. Looks like he brought his phone with him this time, so that's good. But yeah, so today I got a Guelph Wellington ambulance responding. It was responding on Edinburgh Road. So I actually heard the siren and I got my camera out, started recording, and for like 30 seconds it didn't come. So I thought, okay, maybe I missed it, maybe it turned or something. And then sure enough, I stopped recording and that came over the hill. So I had to start recording again. So luckily I had my camera in my hand and I was able to just push the button again and start recording. So I got that. That was a lucky catch. And as I said, the Guelph Police FPIU will be coming out tomorrow. So that video is in the queue. So I'm excited to post that. Guelph Police, or police car content in general, usually does pretty well. So my dry streak is over, and I'm really happy about that because it was getting pretty bad where I wasn't getting any responses. And now that it's been a few weeks, it paid off, and I got some good responses. I was actually really lucky with Pump 9 yesterday there when I was right in front of the station. I was just about to cross the road, and sure as hell, the door goes up on the fire station, and the truck starts putting its lights on, and so I just waited there and filmed it coming out, so it was perfect. Perfect timing. It couldn't have been better. I'm back. Was just getting a drink. Fair enough. Welcome back to the stream. What kind of drink did you get? I usually get, when I go to a convenience store, I usually get like a Coca-Cola or something. What's your guys' favorite soft drink? Your guys' most favorite soft drink? Mine is Coke. I know a lot of people are big into like the energy drinks like Monster and that. I had one once, and I wasn't too crazy about it. I just thought it didn't really do too much for me. I like the Coca-Cola a lot better. I like Fanta as well, but I'm not really big into energy drinks. And apparently they're not too healthy for you, so I don't know if there's any truth to that. But yeah, let me know in chat. What is your guys' favorite soft drink or pop? I'm gonna do the lucky thing that Fire Guys 235 did of the Monster. Oh, so you drink Monster? Nice. You out buffing, Ontario Firebuff? Today is my birthday. Well, happy birthday. Hope you have a great day, and thank you for joining the stream. Drew says hello. Welcome, Drew. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you in chat. So you're not out buffing, Ontario Firebuff. You're just out for a walk? Maybe you'll see something while you're out there walking around. That's how it worked for me. I actually had to go to my dad's, and that's how I got the response of the ambulance. I was just out walking around, so that's how I managed to get that. Noreen says hi. Noreen says hi. Welcome, Noreen. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's too far from Station 1. Well, that's fair enough. It's pretty steady tonight. Are you out buffing right now, Fire Photography? Or did you go buffing today? I know Guelph was pretty busy even after I got the ambulance responding. I heard a bunch of other sirens. I didn't see anything, but I did see a bunch of, hear a bunch of other sirens. Did get the ambulance, so that was pretty good. Just was. Oh, nice. And I'm sure you got some stuff if it was pretty steady tonight. Did you get Pump 1? Or are they running a spare? I know Headquarters is running a spare in my city, and so is Station 3. They're also running a spare as well, so I don't know how long. Actually, I was by Headquarters today, and they brought the spare Pump 7 back, so I don't know if they're going to swap it out for the main truck for Station 3, but Station 3 was running a spare for quite a few days. Saw an ambo, wasn't responding, though. Ah, that sucks. One good thing about like the ambulances in Guelph is they usually use their sirens on the main roads. So I was on a main road, so I heard the siren from quite a distance away. So I got my camera out, and as it got closer and got through the second intersection, it shut its siren off. But I did have a little bit of advance notice that it was coming. If they're on the back side streets, though, they don't always use their siren, so it's a little bit more difficult to catch them. Just Pump 1, Mrs. Pump 1, and spare L9 by a few minutes. Literally left the station to get a sub and then past the hospital, and there all the ambos. And there for all the ambos. Oh, okay, nice. Nice. Well, at least you got Pump 1. Pump 1 is always always a pretty safe bet. Same with me, like if I'm at Headquarters for a while, Aerial 1's always a safe bet for me. Not ambos, LOL. Okay, fair enough. Just Pump 1. They were at the hospital for alarms. Okay. No alarms. Oh, interesting. Alarms, okay. I know, out of all the times, because I go to the hospital pretty regularly because one of the people I live with works there, so we pick her up. And all the times I've been to the hospital, I've never heard of an alarm call at the hospital ever. I know Grand River gets them all the time in Kitchener because I listen to the scanner there. So yeah. No, I mean alarms, not ambos. Oh, okay. Okay. Fair enough. But you did get Pump 1, so that's something. That's something. Pump 1's always a safe bet. Again, with me, Aerial 1's always a safe bet. The Platoon Chief is a little bit more difficult to get. Sometimes they just run alarm calls and fires. They were running MVCs for a bit, though, which was kind of odd, but I don't think they're doing that anymore. But I remember one time I got the Platoon Chief responding to an MVC out on 24 Highway, and I don't know how long they were running that truck for MVCs, or if they still are, but there was a brief period where they were running the Platoon Chief for them. But mainly our Platoon Chief just does alarms, fires, gas leaks, things like that. So yeah, more technical stuff. And they're usually the point of command is the Platoon Chief, so that's why they go to those kind of calls. But yeah. I did see the platoon chief responding yesterday. I didn't film it. I was too far away. It was frickin' flying up Edinburgh Road. And then Aerial 4 was also responding. Again, I was too far away, wasn't able to film it. So I was happy that later that day I was able to get Pump 9 responding. But I did see the aerial. But I've got more videos of Aerial 4 than, any truck, I think. I think I've got more videos of Aerial 4 than... Well, Aerial 1's pretty close. I don't know. It's a toss-up between Aerial 4 and Aerial 1. I've got like a ton of videos of both of those trucks. And I remember Aerial 4, when it first came into service, I was trying so hard to get it, and now I have just so many videos of it. Heading back home now because I'm getting cold. Yeah, fair enough. It is cold out there. I had to walk like 25 minutes to my dad's house, and it was a cold walk. And the wind was so bad, I actually had to take off my hat because I was worried that my hat was going to get blown away by the wind. So I took my hat off and hooked it to my keychain so it wouldn't blow away. It was freaking terrible. Terrible wind. So, but apparently they're saying that this time next week it's going to be +5. So if that's true and that holds out, that'll be some welcome relief. But we'll see what happens. The weather at this time of year is very volatile. But, I gotta say, this first week and a half of February has just flown by. Like, it's already Wednesday. And, it's just crazy where the time's going. Like, it just is really flying by this month. So I'm happy about that. And actually, I like February because it is a short month. And it always has seemed to go by really fast. So I'm happy about that. I always have the same worry that my hat is going to blow away, lol. Oh yeah, for sure. Anybody who wears a hat will understand that feeling, especially when it's windy. But I just take it off. Like, if there's a gust of wind, I just take the hat off. I don't even want to take any chances because all my hats, not that it's a big thing, but all my hats are from the States. So if I lose my hat, I have to go all the way back to the States to get another one. I have better luck with hats down there than I do up here. Hats up here are kind of more hit or miss. But yeah, I've never actually had a hat blow off my head. Probably because I'm very on top of it, and when the wind picks up, I do take it off out of an abundance of caution. But yeah, I never used to wear a hat when I was a kid, actually. I just started wearing a hat when I was like 13, and then I never stopped. I have before. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Luckily, I never have, but now that I've said it on live stream, it'll probably happen, because I just jinxed myself. So yeah. So, fire photography. Have you seen the new London tanker all deckled up? It looks really good. Looks really, really good. It's a nice looking truck. And I guess they're waiting for Station 15 to go live so they can put it into service. But even all lit up, it looks... Yeah, I'm not talking about it in person, but I saw it on Canadian Fire EMS, and I just wondered if you saw the post. They had a little video of it all lit up. With the decals on it. I didn't figure you would have seen it in person yet, because you haven't really been down that way. But yeah, no, it looks really sharp. It's a really nice looking truck. It's big though. Big truck. Yeah, I saw that post. Yeah, it was a pretty cool post. I was really actually happy to see that truck. And it looks good all deckled up. I love the big tanker lettering that they put on the side of it. It looks really good with that. It's huge. Oh yeah, it's a beast. That thing is a beast. It reminds me a lot of Heavy Rescue in Guelph. It reminds me a lot of that truck. Except that's a pumper tanker, the one in London. Ours is a rescue pumper, so it's kind of a little bit different. I have a Blue Jays hat. Oh, nice. You're a Blue Jays fan. I'm not a big baseball guy, but like I was kind of rooting for the Dodgers in the last World Series, and so I was kind of happy when they won. But yeah, I'm not really big into sports, but everybody was going for the Blue Jays, so I thought, you know what? Everybody's going for the Blue Jays. I'm gonna go for the Dodgers, and sure enough, the Dodgers won. So anyway, Blue Jays are goated, bro. Get out. Oh well, we got a Jays fan here possibly. It's okay. I'm not big into like sports, as I said, but they put up a good game and they tried their best, and maybe they'll make it next year. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Are any of you guys major sports fans? Are you sports fans, Ontario Fire Buff or Fire Photography? I used to watch a lot more when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I'm not too involved in it. I did watch the Super Bowl, and I was rooting for the Hawks, and sure enough, the Hawks won. Not really. Yeah, fair enough. I'm not really either. My dad's more into it, so for me and my dad to have a good relationship, we have to watch sports. So that's one of the main ways we get along is watching sports because he loves it, and that's really the only time I can ever talk to him is when we're watching a game. That's the only time he'll ever really converse with me. So we use sports as a bonding mechanism. I watch a bit of sports, not all the time. Fair enough. I'll watch hockey. Yeah, hockey's pretty good. I used to actually like the OHL. Like I used to watch the Storm games and the Sarnia Sting and the Kitchener Rangers. I used to be a little bit into that. I was going to the Storm games pretty regular there for a bit when I was younger, but I haven't been to one lately. But now I'm just kind of, as I said, I'm not really into it. I just watch it with my dad. But yeah, did anybody watch the Super Bowl? I didn't really. It was an okay game, but the New England Patriots really didn't put up much of a fight. Like they really didn't seem too interested in playing that day. Like it was it was an easy win for the Seahawks. I'm gonna say that, and like the Seahawks had a really good defense. During the whole game too, so I'll give them a shout out for that. They had a really good defense. New England was okay, but the Seahawks just really knocked it out of the park, and it was a well-deserved win for them. So yeah, and not to mention kind of shaking up the status quo. You know, the New England Patriots have won a Super Bowl before, so it's kind of nice to have a different team win. But they don't have Tom Brady anymore. A lot of people say that's why they didn't win. I don't know, but you can leave your opinion in the chat. There was a game of London Knights and Guelph Storm that I went to watch when I was little. Oh, nice. Nice. I don't think I've ever seen the London Knights. I've seen the Sarnia Sting, the Kitchener Rangers, and the Windsor team. I forget what it's called. I've only seen about 3 that I can remember. And the Sarnia Sting, I remember that one. There was like a brawl. There was a bit of a fight. And that was pretty funny. You know, I was a little kid and I was trying to egg them on. It was kind of funny to watch, but yeah. Ontario Firebuff says, go Hawks. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I was definitely rooting for the Hawks this year, so I was glad to see they won. But beyond that, I didn't watch any of the NFL games prior to the Super Bowl. I just watched the Super Bowl, so I didn't really know what teams were doing well and what teams weren't. But then, obviously, when I found out what the 2 teams were playing in the Super Bowl, I knew who was playing. But I didn't watch. I wasn't a big fan of the halftime show for the Super Bowl. I didn't really enjoy it. I'm not really into that kind of music. You know, they had Bad Bunny, I think was his name, and I had never heard of this guy until he performed at the halftime show, and I just wasn't crazy about him. I just didn't really like his music. I didn't really consider it music. It was like more like talking. It would be like if I decided to go and sing. It wouldn't be so good. It would sound like more like talking. But I wasn't really a big fan of the Bad Bunny performance. But yeah, I actually had a friend who went and saw Bad Bunny in Dominican Republic, and paid an exorbitant amount of money to go see him. And I mean, he likes him, so. But I thought it was kind of insane, the money he paid. I'm not going to say how much, but it was a lot of money. It was a lot of money, and yeah, it was bad. Oh, for sure. Yeah, it wasn't good. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't want to get too direct in my description of it, but yeah, it was bad. It was not a good show. It was not a good show. Bad Bunny, he may be bad, but he's a bad singer, not a bad bunny. He's a bad singer, but oh well. I meant the halftime show. Yeah, the Super Bowl was mid. I meant the halftime show. Yeah, it was mid. Fair enough. Yeah, that's a fair enough analysis of it. But yeah, to me it was bad. I didn't like it. But I didn't like last year's either. But again, the music I like, and I tell this to all my friends, all the music or artists I like are probably dead. Like, I like the old country music, the old rock music. You know, I like country singers like Merle Haggard, Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash. All those guys are dead. Willie Nelson's about the only one that's still alive, and he's basically half dead. He's 92 now, so he's not really doing too much anymore. You know, Journey, an old rock band from the 80s. Steve Perry doesn't sing anymore. Foreigner, things like that. Led Zeppelin, those kind of bands. You know, they're not really doing too much anymore. I know Journey tried to come back after Steve Perry left, and it just wasn't the same. So they tried to bring in a new lead singer, and it just wasn't the same. And now Foreigner, they got Lou Gramm, who's retiring from the band, so it won't be the same. So yeah, they're all kind of going. But yeah, What kind of music do you guys like? I mean, like I said, I like older music. Most people my age don't even know half of the music I like. But I grew up with older music. You know, my dad liked older music, and so we grew up with that kind of stuff. You know, 70s, 80s, even 60s. Rap and rock music, fair enough. Fair enough. What kind of rock music do you like? Do you like newer rock music or older rock music? Fire photography, what kind of music do you like if you're still in chat? I'd be curious to know. I mean, I don't really... Classic rock, yeah, me too. Me too. I think you and I would get along. I like classic rock too. Older rock music, yeah, the older stuff is way better. The older stuff is a lot better. The new stuff is just, it's not the same. It's like new country. I don't like new country either. It's not the same as the old stuff. Older is always better when it comes to music, at least to me. Even movies, you know, I'm into older movies too. I don't really like a lot of new movies. You're back home now. You made it safe. That's good. Some rap is all right. Yeah, there's probably some. I don't listen to much, so I can't really speak on that. But I know a lot of my friends listen to rap music of some kind. I don't really listen to it, so I can't speak on it very well. But yeah. I'm kind of an old soul in a lot of ways. People have told me that many times over my life, but I'm kind of an old soul, so yeah. But yeah. Oh well, I like what I like. We all have different tastes. But yeah, it's good to know. So yeah, no, tomorrow I'm going to try and film Via Rail 84. The last few Via Rail trains have been delayed like ridiculously. I don't know what's going on. We've been having constant mechanical problems with the chargers, so I'll hopefully get a Via Rail video tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be on time. I was going to film one today, but it was late by an hour and a half, so I had stuff to do, so I couldn't wait around for it. But hopefully tomorrow it's on time and I can get a video of it for the channel. I'm going to draw a picture of Pump 1 and Pump 2 because I feel like it. Oh, nice. Nice. Good for you, man. I actually used to draw a little bit too. I don't know if I used to draw fire trucks a little bit too when I was younger. I might have some pictures here. I don't know. But I used to draw fire trucks. I literally took like a book and I just would draw. Yeah, here's one picture I drew. I'll show you. So that's Guelph Fire Pump 1, Spartan Gladiator. I made a little bit of a mistake on the grill, but as you can see, the light bar is pretty accurate. The scene lights are pretty accurate. The headlights are a little bit. But yeah, that's my drawing of Pump 1. And then there's a Pierce Enforcer. Pierce Enforcer. The light bar, I did a little bit too gaudy. It was supposed to be like a Whelen light bar, but it looks more like a Federal Signal Navigator. But yeah, that's a Pierce Enforcer pumper. Then it's got the little siren speakers. That's supposed to be the cue right there. And then that is supposed to be some speakers. So yeah. But yeah, that's my Pierce Enforcer, and that's it. I literally just took this old drawing book and I started drawing fire trucks in it. I haven't really touched it though in a long time, so awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Fire photography says sweet. Well, thank you, man. I draw them on the side. Nice. When I was in school, I used to have an obsession with drawing fire trucks, and I shouldn't brag, but I got pretty good at it. And I started drawing, like, I was really good with the front ends of fire trucks. I could take a front view of the truck and draw basically to scale the front end of any fire truck you could name me. I could do it. I haven't done it in so long ago, so that was kind of a rough sketch that I just recently did. And, it was okay. I'm glad you guys think it was good. It's not as good as I could do. You know, one truck I always struggled with drawing, though, is the Rosenbauer Commander. Always had a hard time drawing that truck. Always. I don't know why, but I always had a hard time drawing the Rosenbauer Commander front end. I can draw a Sutphen, I can draw a KME, I can draw a E1, I can draw a Pierce, I can draw a Spartan, but I cannot, for the life of me, draw a Rosenbauer Commander. I don't know what's wrong with me. I gotta practice some more. But what I do is when I want to draw, I just Google a picture or get one of my pictures of a fire truck, and then I put it, and then I draw it like that. But those are some of my pictures that I have. I'm glad you guys like them. Like any city, London, St. Thomas, even Philadelphia, I have a sketchbook that is filled with fire truck drawings. Oh, nice. Nice, that's awesome. So I guess you do it as kind of like a hobby. I tried drawing London's Engine 1 and it did not look good. Yeah, Rosenbauers are hard to draw for me. Yeah, I've always had a hard time with them. Spartans are pretty easy. Like, mainly, for the lack of a better word, the square trucks are easier to draw for me. Um, the Rosenbauer has a lot more curves and swoops and it's a lot more angles and it's a little bit harder to draw really with any degree of good accuracy. So yeah, I have a hard time with that, but I'm going to try to improve on Rosenbauer's. But I don't really draw that much. It's kind of like one of those things where, you know, sometimes I get an anchoring to do it, so I just do it. And then I forget about it and don't touch the book for like a month or two. Yeah, I do that, and I just go to Fire Photography's channel because his camera has a crazy obsession with Pump 1, LOL. Oh yeah, yeah, if you want any good picture of Pump 1, get it from Fire Photography's channel because he's got lots of pictures, he's got lots of videos, and yeah, it does have an obsession with Pump 1. Good old faithful. Old faithful. It sure does, LOL, yeah, for sure. Honestly, it's a good truck, though, and I can't wait to see Pump 2 in action. I think that'll be really exciting to see it in action, all deckled up with the new blue lights. It was nice to see it in action before it got deckled up, just to kind of do a comparison. That's what I like about Aerial 4. You know, I was able to get it before it was decaled, before it had the blue lights, and with the blue lights and with the decal, so I kind of have a comparison of all forms of the truck, and I really like that, so yeah. I really like the fact that I have all those videos and forms of it. I want to see if I can get out to London this weekend and to switch it up. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. Get some London content. London's always a good place to go buffing. I know you and Fire Guys have a lot of luck there in London. I really should get down to London and buff. I was supposed to go last week, but the weather, it was, you know, wasn't very good driving conditions, so we didn't go. But I might go to London this weekend. I don't think so, but you never know. You never know. My people, we just kind of get an anchoring to go somewhere and we just go. We have it planned and we're going. So that's why, like, I don't like to make plans too far in advance because I can never commit to them. Because we kind of just go, we kind of just get a brainstorm and go. Yeah, this week is starting off with some rare catches. Yeah, nice. Let me know if you do. Okay, if I do head down to London, I will certainly let you know. I'll send you a message. Where do you usually buff at? What station? Because if I do go down, I'll probably be in 9's area. I don't think I'll be like in 1's area or any other stations because the person we go and visit is in 9's area. So yeah, no particular station. So you'll go anywhere pretty much within reason, obviously in London. I could hang out at 9's. Okay, all right. Well, yeah, if I'm there, that's probably where I'll be, but I'll let you know if I'm going. But yeah, I want to get Car 9. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but I'd like to get that too. I'd like to get any London fire truck, whether it's new, old, I don't care. I just want to get a London fire truck. I've never gotten a London fire truck. Kind of like a Toronto fire truck. I really want to get one of them too. Any one. Doesn't matter to me. But yeah, if I do go, that's where I'll be in 9's area. So I'll let you know what the plan is. Like I said, it's kind of last minute with me and the people I live with, so I never know what I'm doing from day to day. But yeah, if I do, I'll let you know. Anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off the stream now. We've been going for almost 30 minutes. So for those of you who joined, thank you for chatting with me. Fire Photography, Ontario Fire Buff. It's always good to see you in chat. I love chatting with you about all things emergency vehicles. So it was good chatting with you. And we'll talk to you guys again probably tomorrow or the next day. And just so you know, I will definitely be doing a live stream for my 4-year anniversary on the 13th. So be sure to tune into that. I don't think it'll be anything too special, but we can celebrate the anniversary together at the very least. But for those of you who joined, thank you so much, and have a good night. Take care, guys. Have a good night, Fire Photography and Ontario Fire Buff. Thanks for joining.